free. I'm actually free. I'm free. Yes, I'm so free. I'm free. My name is Yeshua Barabbas. Okay, Jesus Barabbas. I'm known as quite a rabble-rouser, so most everybody just calls me Barabbas. I've been in prison. I'm in prison for murder, and I've been sentenced to die. This isn't the first time I've been in prison. I'm one of those Hebrews they call zealots. We're hated by the Romans and the Hebrews because we don't believe God's people should be subject to Roman rule. So we go out and we cause insurrections and cause a riot here and there against the Romans. Always gets our Hebrew rulers in trouble. This time our riot got my band and I thrown into prison. I was shoved into a cell with thieves and other criminals, and a man that we'd seen and heard called Jesus, the one they say is the Christ. I heard him teaching. My band and I would take advantage of all the crowds that followed him around. We'd try and get them stirred up against the latest Roman tax or law. Well, this time, our riot got us thrown into prison. And when Jesus would talk, when we were amongst the crowds, he would talk with authority. It's like he knew exactly what God's intentions were. We listened to some of the Pharisees used to try and trap him by using his own words, like, why are you healing people on the Sabbath? Why are you gleaning in the fields on the Sabbath? His words began to have an effect on the Hebrew people. They started to question the authority of their rulers. He accused them of loving money and using God's holy temple as a place of profit. I remember thinking, this Jesus and I are pretty much alike. We got the same name. We're hated by the Romans and the Pharisees. We accuse the Hebrew rulers of creating rules that led us away from God. While we were in prison, we asked Jesus many, many questions. He often talked of freedom. The freedom he offered wasn't of this world. It was freedom from eternal death. He said that God, his Father, would soon provide a way for us to be redeemed and forgiven of our sins if we would only believe. My sins forgiven? My soul cried out to be freed from the bondage of my sin. We knew that Jesus was no criminal. He had done nothing wrong. We knew that the priests had instigated his arrest because he was just getting in their way. It was Passover. We also knew that Pilate, the local Roman ruler, would be able to release one prisoner if the people demanded it. Of course, we thought that would be Jesus. He had done nothing wrong. We started to hear the crowd getting louder and louder and louder. And all of a sudden, one of the guards came in. He said, the crowd is yelling, Barabbas, Barabbas, free Barabbas, free Barabbas. I couldn't believe what I was hearing. They chose me over this man who had done nothing wrong, was not a criminal, was not guilty. a healer, a teacher. His followers believed he was the Messiah. I was the condemned man to die. And this man was going to take my place. And he took your place as well.